This is Colleen Lemma, starseed astrologer and spiritual messenger from Sacred Soul Empowerment, here with my new weekly Empowered Moments video for the week of Monday, August 7th through Sunday, August 13th, 2023. So for this week's monthly Empowered Moments video, we're going to be using the Syrian Starseed Tarot by Patricia Corey and Alyssa Bartha for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. I chose this deck because we are in the Lionsgate portal, and this week kind of closes out the energy of that portal. So let's go ahead, before we look at our stones of choice and before we talk about the astrology, let's go ahead and do an empowered moment. So close your eyes, relax your body, clear your mind of all thoughts. Taking a couple of deep breaths as you inhale through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And with every exhale, you're letting your body relax more and more. Visualizing, sensing, seeing, feeling, or just knowing that you're surrounded in this beautiful, powerful, yet gentle, etheric golden white light. Seeing or sensing, feeling, or just knowing that you're surrounded from head to toe with this beautiful etheric golden white light. Breathing that in with intention into every cell of your body. Imagining a grounding cord coming out of your root chakra as you exhale, and seeing it go all the way through the layers of Earth Mother Gaia and connecting to her crystalline heart chakra in the center of the earth. And now with intention, take a deep breath in and imagine you're breathing up through that grounding cord, Mother Gaia's energy, her nurturing, unconditionally loving and healing energy from her crystalline heart chakra, breathing it all the way up through the grounding cord. As you exhale, it's being dispersed throughout all of your chakras and energy bodies, merging with that etheric golden white light of Creator Source God. Imagining in your mind's eye these little flecks of light, like little raindrops of light. And perhaps you see them as different colored light. You got purple and indigo blue, yellow, pink, orange, green. All these little flecks or raindrops of light. These are higher vibrational light codes from the Lionsgate portal. From the special alignment of energies that's going on the planet right now. Seeing, sensing, feeling, knowing that these light codes are raining down upon you for this Lionsgate portal of energy, activating dormant DNA, activating your higher dimensional or fifth dimensional light body, activating your higher psychic senses and healing abilities, activating your life purpose, your truth, your divine feminine energy, and your personal power. Taking in a deep breath with intention, breathing in this powerful Lionsgate portal of energy. Let's do a second deep breath. Exhale. And a third deep breath with intention. Breathing in the light waves and light codes of energy of the Lionsgate portal. And when you're ready and in your own time, You can open your eyes, returning to this time and place and space. And let's get ready to look at our stones of choice. So the first stone of choice that we have this week, this is black Lemurian jade. You see the little kind of sort of sparkles. I don't know if you can catch that in this light, but there's these wonderful little sparkles of energy in this black Lemurian jade. And this has some pyrite in it and some quartz in it, which gives it those little sparkles. But the black Lemurian jade helps us to heal our heart center, healing of the heart center, and connecting of our root chakra and heart chakra energies with the heart of Earth Mother Gaia. And the black Lemurian jade also helps us with communication with nature spirits. Okay, the second stone of choice is a regular Lemurian seed crystal. You can see the little grooves in it. This is kind of the encoded information in the Lemurian seed crystal. This helps us with connection with divine spirit, the angelic, and the cosmic realms. This helps us to access ancient Lemurian knowledge and wisdom. Also assists with clairvoyance and telepathy. And then our last stone of choice. This one is called Ancestralite. You see those lines in it? Very cool. Ancestralite. This one is going to help us to release and heal past and past life emotions, negative emotions, and traumatic experiences, and negative ancestral ties and contracts. This one helps us to achieve karmic rebalancing. So we've got some very cool stones for Lion's Gate. We've got the black Lemurian jade to choose from, the Lemurian seed crystal, and the Ancestralite. So as you think about those stones of choice, let's talk about the astrology for the week. And just a reminder too, if you haven't watched the monthly August Empowered Moments video, you'll want to go onto my YouTube channel and watch that video for the entire month, the numerology of the month, the astrological transits of significance, a message from our angels and guides for the collective, and a special message card depending on your stone of choice for that. But for this week, now I'm going to start with August 8th because that's the Lion's Gate intensification, magnification energies of this whole Lion's Gate portal, which started July 26th, some people say July 28th, all the way through August 12th. I'm going to even extend that to the 13th, which rounds out this week for us. But there's no major transits on August 8th, typically. So I'm going to talk about the moon. The moon is actually making a lot of connections to a lot of planets, but as far as the planetary bodies with each other, aside from the moon, there's no major transits on 8/8, but the moon, which is the ruler of our emotions, our emotional body, it's the ruler of nurturing, mothering energy. It's actually the ruler of our ancestry and our ancestral heritage, as well as our subconscious. So the moon is in Taurus, grounded earth sign Taurus. In fact, I feel like Taurus is the earth sign out of all the earth signs that really connects with Earth Mother Gaia the most. And so the moon is in Taurus. It connects with Mercury, the planet of the mind, the mental realm, thoughts, ideas, communications, messages, which is now in its shadow, getting ready for a Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Virgo is one of Mercury's home signs. So this is a nice flowing trine between our emotions and our logic with this moon connecting to Mercury. Then the moon is going to connect with Jupiter, planet of abundance, prosperity, blessings, belief systems, the big picture, kind of expanding into wide open spaces and places. And this is also a pretty positive connection. A conjunction is a positive connection. And so this is going to expand us into that idea of self-value, self-worth, as well as all types of prosperity and abundance, because those are both, the moon and Jupiter are both in Taurus, which is a sign that rules those things: self-worth, self-value, money, finances. So not just material finances or material abundance and blessings, but look for spiritual as well. And then we've got a challenging square connection to the sun. The sun is how we shine our light. Right now it's in Leo, which is why we're in that, Lionsgate portal, right? Ruled by Leo. And the moon, which is our emotions, is again challenging the sun, ruler of our identity or personality. So there's a little bit of conflict here between our personality being projected to the outer world and how we're really feeling within ourselves. Are you feeling grounded emotionally? Are you feeling, again, like you're valuing yourself? And the sun in Leo with this challenging aspect might overcompensate by maybe being a little bit on the egotistical side. So we just have to watch out for that. Then there's a nice trine to Mars, the warrior planet, which is also in Virgo. Now, Mars is energy, action, and forward movement, but right now his forward movement is in the mental, logical, analytical sign of Virgo. So again, this is a nice positive trine so that our emotions and feelings can be aligned with our actions and paying attention to the details and the next steps forward. And then the moon later in the day is going to make a connection with Uranus. This is a conjunction with Uranus, who's also in Taurus. Uranus is the great awakener, epiphanies, sudden insights, claircognizance, sometimes sudden unexpected happenings. Now, our emotional buttons can get pushed, or we can be a little bit more emotionally reactive with the moon connecting with Uranus, but we can also, in a positive way, connect more with our ancestry and with our intuition, as well as, again, have these aha moments of what we need to know as we're in the 8/8 Lionsgate portal that day. And then lastly, on August 8th, the moon in Taurus is going to challenge Venus, which is the ruler of love, relationships, money, finances, but also values, self-value, and self-worth. Venus right now is retrograde right now in Leo, so we're internalizing this energy and we're looking for our own inner sense of, again, self-worth and self-value. Do we value ourselves? Are we in connection situations, relationships where the other person is valuing us as well? So that's a challenge between the moon and the emotional nature of the moon and Venus retrograde in Leo. So a little bit similar like the sun being in Leo and having that challenging square connection, right? There might be something with relationships going on. So on Wednesday the 9th, we have Venus retrograde in Leo, and she actually does connect exactly to a challenging square with Uranus, the Great Awakener. Now, Uranus is also freedom, liberation, and independence, individuality. So the divine feminine wants to break free. It's a feeling of wanting to break free and liberate oneself in some way, shape, or form, and on a higher level, because Uranus rules that God source or God mind energy. So again, we want to be free, we want to be appreciated, and Uranus has us being a little bit more independent. Also on Wednesday, Mercury in Virgo is in a positive trine connection with Jupiter in Taurus. So this again started yesterday with the moon kind of setting this off, but now Mercury and Jupiter are exact. So we can have an abundance of information coming in, abundance of messages coming in, abundance of new ideas coming in. But this is all very practical because Mercury is in practical earth sign Virgo, Jupiter is in practical earth sign Taurus. So the information, the messages, the communications, the ideas, the thoughts are all based on practical details, practical step by step. What do we need to do in order to move forward? On Friday the 11th, Mars in Virgo is in an inconjunct to Chiron, the wounded healer, who's retrograde right now in Aries. So this is about healing on some level. This is healing our physical energy because Mars does rule our physical energy and vitality, but it's also healing our mental body energy because Mars is in that mental sign of Virgo. So we're healing our thoughts, we're healing our perceptions, we're even maybe healing communication, and this would be more like assertive, aggressive, communication. I'm not saying that we're arguing, but this is more like assertive communication on a logical level. But this is all about healing these areas of our life. And the healing in Aries, where Chiron is about our sense of self-worth, our self-identity, self-esteem, self-confidence. So all of those things are being healed with this connection to Mars. On Saturday the 12th, we have the Sun in Leo. And now the Sun in Leo is trining Chiron, the wounded healer. So this is a positive, harmonious, flowing aspect. Again, there's further healing taking place, healing of the heart chakra because Leo rules the heart center, the heart chakra. Healing of our personality because the Sun is about our individuality, self-expression, and personality. Healing of our self-expression because Leo loves to rule self-expression, creative self-expression. So all these things are being healed. And then on Sunday the 13th, rounding out the Lionsgate portal and rounding out this week is the Sun in Leo connecting with Venus retrograde in Leo. So now we have the heart of the lion, the expressive personality of confidence and courage and leadership of the lion with the Sun in Leo connecting with, again, this heart center of Venus, the divine feminine, connecting with our own kind of inner sense of self-value and self-worth. Again, confidence and courage of the divine feminine that's coming out. It's kind of like a merging of masculine and feminine because the Sun is masculine, Venus rules feminine, and they're both coming together in Leo. So we're really opening our heart chakra and balancing. There's a balance here of the masculine and feminine energies that's happening, especially in regards to love and relationships, money and finances. But again, because she's retrograde, mostly about self-value and self-worth. So that's a little bit about what's going on astrologically. Let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides from the Syrian Starseed Tarot. So we've got the first card here. And it's Major Arcana 11, Divine Justice. So this is the Justice card in the traditional tarot. This is about a karmic rebalancing of the scales. To me, the Syrian Starseed Tarot deck is really a deck that, even with the minor arcana cards, I feel like it's really talking about our soul growth and evolution, our healing journey that we're in this time. That's why I chose this for the Lionsgate portal week. But we've got Divine Justice. So here she is, Lady Justice in the cosmos, holding her scales of justice. Again, there's a rebalancing of the masculine and feminine, a rebalancing of situations in our life, karmic patterns within us. All of these things are going through this wonderful karmic rebalancing, and justice will be served as long as you've been living in a state of authenticity and unconditional love and compassion and forgiveness for the most part. Now, I know that we can't all be there 24/7, but as long as we have good in our hearts, right, this karmic rebalancing is going to be in our favor. Now, sometimes it might feel like things fall away or things suddenly come to an end in situations and circumstances, but that's, again, this karmic rebalancing is realigning us and putting us directly on the path of our truth, on the path of where we need to go next, on the path of who we're meant to be and how we're meant to express in this world. So just know that there is a positive karmic rebalancing with divine justice taking place. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second card. Okay, the second card is the Sage of Chalices. This is like the Queen of Cups, and you can see that with the Queen here. I'm going to say that's Venus, right? Because we had Venus on Wednesday connecting with Uranus, and then we have Venus at the end of the week connecting with Leo, and she's retrograde during this time, so she's kind of the star right now, right? So we've got the Queen of Cups connecting with our emotions, connecting with our emotional body, connecting with our divine feminine energies, and really rising up here. She's kind of rising up out of the water with cup in hand, with confidence and courage, but also with unconditional love and compassion and forgiveness. All the water with the waterfalls back here, and the fact that she's in the water really speaks to, again, this emotions, emotional expression, intuition, psychic abilities, healing abilities. All of these things is where the Queen of Cups is residing right now. So this is part of maybe the justice, the karmic rebalancing is, again, the rising of the divine feminine into her feminine power. Okay, and what's part of the feminine power? Love. Love is the greatest power in the universe. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the last card. Ooh, we got another major arcana. It's major arcana 5. In this deck, it's called Guidance. Now, in the traditional tarot, this is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is usually about a spiritual authority with whom we're seeking advice or guidance from. Now, in the Syrian Starseed Tarot, you can see that it's called Guidance, and there's a Buddha figure here. And above the Buddha figure, we've got the Sphinx, the Egyptian Sphinx here. And I find that very interesting because, again, the Lionsgate portal, part of the planetary or cosmic alignment of Lionsgate portal is with the star Sirius, which is why I chose to use the Syrian Starseed Tarot. Right? It's that star of Sirius that's shining these light waves and light codes, activation codes down upon us. And the Syrians, in my perspective, were very much connected to the Egyptian culture. How did the Egyptians carve the Sphinx or make the Sphinx? How did they create the pyramids? And part of the alignment of the Lionsgate portal is with the Pyramid of Giza. So here we have the Sphinx with the Egyptian connection and the Syrian connection. And we've got the Buddha here, which in silence and stillness seeks his own answers, right? This Buddha is in a meditative stance. So we're seeking this guidance, not from a spiritual authority outside of ourselves, but we're seeking this guidance from a place within ourselves. Okay, we're our own spiritual authority. We're the one that gives us the answers. We're connected with our higher soul self, and through our higher soul self, we're connected with the angelic realm, the cosmic realm, right? The universe, the star family. So here is where we can kind of seek and attain that guidance. So again, silence, meditation, reflection, other types of spiritual practices. Again, connecting with all of those higher realms as well as your higher self is where that guidance is going to come from this week. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the special message card is depending on your stone of choice. So we've got that Black Lemurian Jade was the first stone of choice. Black Lemurian Jade, and I chose the Gateway of Light activation because we're in a time of activations, right? So special message for the Black Lemurian Jade people. Divine Truth. Black Lemurian Jade. This one's calling my attention here. Isn't that funny? Black Lemurian Jade people get Lemurian seed codes. Lemurian seed codes. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. Now, this is like a regular Lemurian seed crystal. It looks like it's got a lot of rainbow light, or it's reflecting rainbow light of energies. These higher vibrational light codes or activations are shining down upon the Lemurian seed crystal. The Lemurian seed crystal itself, after it's being activated from the cosmos, the universe, from the Syrian star system, it's then giving off its own energy in the form of magnified healing abilities, psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, all the clair abilities, right? It's being activated. And even information from that Lemurian seed crystal, the ancient information and wisdom of the Lemurians are coming forth here. So you're being activated with Lemurian seed codes, Black Lemurian seed people. So open yourself up to what that means. Awaken yourself. Call it in, absorb it in, magnetize it in, accept it, welcome it. This is part of your spiritual ancestral heritage. All right, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. Let's go ahead and put that back in the deck in case somebody else gets it. All right, so let's shuffle, and the next crystal is the actual Lemurian seed quartz crystal. So we're going to give this a little more shuffle. Lemurian seed quartz crystal message, divine truth message. Lemurian seed crystal people. This one's calling my attention. Arcturian light codes. Okay, Arcturian light codes for the Lemurian seed people. And this one says evolutionary downloads. And it says recalling your power and future thinking. Evolutionary downloads, recalling your power and future thinking. So I don't know as much about the Arcturian race, but that last phrase of future thinking, it makes me feel like the Arcturians are a futuristic type of starseed race, that they're here to kind of, it reminds me of Uranus. They're showing me Uranus, right? With that Venus square Uranus on Wednesday the 9th. Makes me feel like the aha moment, the epiphanies, the new ideas, the claircognizance that opens up, and you just have these downloads of information or little flashes of insight that come in. And I feel like the Arcturian race is kind of that idea-oriented, future-oriented, like where do we have to go and what do we have to do to get there kind of race of beings. So some of you out there may be Arcturian in nature, and maybe you know a little bit more about the Arcturians. But you can see that there's light codes here emanating from the third eye, crown chakra, being awakened and opened, your clear vision, your clear understanding and wisdom. We've got down here even, it looks like a lot of light emanating from the heart chakra. So again, that Leo energy that rules the heart and the heart center, the heart chakra, that's also being activated. And there's an awakening and an opening to, again, unconditional love and unconditional compassion, unconditional forgiveness, as well as higher wisdom, knowledge, learning, teachings from other higher dimensional realms or higher dimensional beings that are coming in here. So again, be open and receive the downloads that are happening. Receive and take back your power, own your power, right? Now, even though we mentioned the crown, third eye, and the heart chakra, I mean, there is a lot of yellow here, so this can be solar plexus chakra too, which is the center of personal power, confidence, courage, willpower, leadership abilities. So that is being awakened as well. We even have this kind of line going up to the throat chakra. Let's just say all your chakras are being opened and aligned, right? Because we've got here, it's kind of in between the heart chakra and the throat chakra, but then we've got these little lines, I don't know if you can see it, just kind of pointing up to the throat chakra. So even speaking your truth is part of the reclaiming of your power. Maybe you need to speak your truth with somebody to take your power back. All right, and then those who chose the ancestral light. I'm excited to see what messages the ancestral light people, for the ancestral light people. So, special message, divine message for the week for the ancestral light people. Okay, I gotta pull these two cards out because both of them, and then before I even look at them, I just put them face down here. I'm gonna ask Spirit if it's one or the other. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it both? Okay, it is both. So let's look at both of these. Okay, so the first one was Hathor light codes. Now Hathor is an Egyptian goddess, right? And a lot of people think that the Egyptian gods and goddesses actually were starseed people, were either the future aspects of ourselves or other planetary beings or other planetary system of beings. The Hathor light codes say light immersion, full system upgrade. Oh, I like that. Full system upgrade and power recall. So some similar messages here. And we got light codes, coming in for all of you. This one is the Hathor light codes, light immersion. You can see the light of the light codes and light waves shining down upon you, activating you, empowering you. The power recall, recalling your sense of power, calling it back to you from all directions and dimensions of time and space, from all different lifetimes where you might have given your power away or been disempowered or fragmented in some way. And then full system upgrade. Let's upgrade our system. We're gonna upgrade every aspect of who we are here. And the other card that says that it's part of this message is Memories of Atlantis. Memories of Atlantis. And it says spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology. So some of you may have definitely been in the Atlantean times, had a lifetime there, and you are regaining maybe some of your memories of that Atlantean lifetime, some of your gifts of that Atlantean lifetime, or healing some of the traumas of that Atlantean lifetime. It does say memories. So we're talking about memories of Atlantis surfacing up, rising up to be released and healed. And as a result of connecting to your spiritual gifts from Atlantis, or healing some past life trauma memories of Atlantis, which the ancestral light is good for anyway, right? This is going to cause a spiritual acceleration and progress forward for your soul on your path. And there might be something to do with technology. Maybe that was part of your connection to Atlantis. Maybe you were, they were a very technologically oriented society, right? So maybe you had something to do with the technology, and the crystals were even a technology of Atlantis. Or it might simply mean on a 3D level that there's something going on with technology for you. Maybe you need to buy a new computer system or a new phone, or maybe you need to upgrade your website, which is kind of technological. So all of these things that are 3D and 5D about technology might be part of it. So together we've got, again, these Hathor light codes, this kind of power reboot, this full system upgrade, and some of it has to do with, again, these Atlantean memories for you. Okay, everybody, I hope you've all enjoyed this weekly Empowered Moments video. I wish you many, many blessings of love and light for this 8/8 Lionsgate and this whole week that rounds out the Lionsgate portal, sending you lots of wonderful, yummy, karmic rebalancing energies that align your path in your favor. The next step on your path gets illuminated. And I'll see you next week. Love and light, and namaste.